Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. Let's play another run, since the last one was so damn good. Hey, a win streak of 1. Now, give me another Stygian run so I can go back down to 0 again. The Norse says, today just seems to be the day of broken runs. Oh look, an Awoken Exile run with Stygian Guard Flare. Might be another one of those. Two restoration detonations, Titan's Gratitude, and Wildwood Custodian. Sap Seraph. This might actually be another broken run. It really does depend on what we get, but Wildenton is such an overpowered early champion. I freaking love the guy. You're gonna make me decide, huh? Dude, what do you take? Oh. The struggle is like fourfold, okay? Because Thornlord is a good tank and his incant is really good, but he's bad at dealing with wide waves. Wildenton, the sweeper, is very good at dealing with wide waves of enemies and keeping enemies locked down so you can have other enemies deal with the riffraff. And Predator is really good at dealing raw damage to multiple enemies, but Thornlord has the health that the Predator doesn't, but he doesn't have the multi-strike. But he has an incant synergy, but if we go for like a Strangler, that allows us to have bigger units that have singular upgrades on them that can kill everything else that this guy can't kill, especially if we get incant as the synergy that we take. So these are both fantastic. It just depends on whether or not you get the incant champion or incant units at all. They might not even show up. Like, how many Stygian units do we get? 1, 2 banners at least? It's a pretty good probability of getting incants out of it. You know, sure. Let's go incant, and then I probably will take the incant champion if we get him. Now we didn't. We could still get him later. So what the hell do you take here? We'll probably go... We'll probably go with... This is a tough call, actually. It really is. Sweep keeps everything locked down, but quick means that you hit them before they hit you. But we've got good restores in the deck, so, you know, we can get a sweeper somewhere else in theory. But we're gonna be playing all of our spells on this floor anyway, so we need a tank. But if we get the incant tank, he's gonna have like 50 HP, which is not enough. We can maybe give him some health via something else. I don't know how that would work. Give me the, give me the sweeper. Because we've got good healing in the deck, I'm gonna go for this one. And I will go for Divine Boons. I don't mind taking that, especially because it's only 10 pack shards. I don't mind taking it at all. Today just seems like the day of broken run, says Lenore. Do you have any particular game that you're trying to completely dominate? Today is the day. That's been pretty good. Ah, that's what I was kind of afraid of, because I can't kill you. But we got the gold anyways, and, you know, I'm not gonna pretend like there was even really a chance of getting you killed. Unfortunately. They were getting a little bit lucky with the fact that we are able to kill these units as they're moving up. 5-5-1. You're a sweep. So I think we want Train Steward, Frozen Lance. And we'll just do Frozen Lance, Frozen Lance. You have 3 lifesteal, which is a little annoying, and you're gonna hit the pyre actually quite a bit. That lifesteal did a lot there. You hit it 4 times. But considering we had no other units, there's not much we can do beyond what we did. Steel Enhancer, Sharpen, Glimmer. Because you sweep, I think Glimmer is kind of what we're looking for here. I like Mollusk Mage for the magic power. I mean, if you're playing a lot of spells, you'd like them to be stronger, even though we don't really have an Incant synergy going. But I kind of like it as just a one-off thing that you can play. And you're quick. But you're sweep. But you're Incant. Nameless Siren is kind of what we're looking for out of an Incanter, so I'm going to take Nameless Siren. We're looking for multi-strike and probably plus 25 HP, but we'll start with the multi-strike. We got it. So I will multi-strike this Siren. And you know, 10 HP is not a lot, 35 is pretty good. We can always double up on you later. Or maybe even get an Animus that can go inside of you. Why don't we check this out first? Not quite what we're looking for. I'd love to find an Animus and put it inside of the Siren. That would be perfect. There's a quick tome, but there ain't no sweep tome. That would be funny, but also broken, because a lot of like single power units could do like 150 damage with sweep, which would be really cool. We don't need a tank. We don't really need a sweeper. I think this is gonna be a run where we kind of just have one unit. And that one unit is you. So you've got the heavy incants going on now, which is exactly what we're looking for. Probably don't need the magic power anymore, but we'll see. Armor 10, it doesn't matter that much. But let's just say nothing's gonna get behind, or nothing's gonna get past our champion at this point. I'm very tempted to actually play you at the bottom, and the reason is it opens up the opportunity to hit the collector much more easily. And it gives us an opportunity to play our heals down here, especially something like a Restoration Detonation. Man, you are doing a lot of damage very quickly. Yeah, I mean, pretty much what we're looking forward to, right? I'm glad we started at the bottom, because we got the gold out of it, which was nice. Razor Sharp, Vine Grasp, Wildwood Sap. I'll take the Razor Sharp. I'll take the Offering Token as well. I think that's a great card. And this is kind of exactly what we're looking for. Because another multi-strike in the Siren means that Rage is gonna go a lot further, and minus 15 attack is meaningless. When we play like 5 spells, let's Rage 20, which is an extra 40 damage, which way outpaces the negative stats on this Animus. So I think we wanna take the Animus, put it inside the Siren, and then like those are our units. These are also great, but we got our units. Like this is what we want. The only thing we need is Wildenton to be as tanky as possible, and then spells to kill the backline, and then maybe another Titan Sentry later, but like this is too perfect. And really quick on Wildenton would kind of deal with the damage problem, because if we give him quick, then all of a sudden he's killing things before they can hit him. So as much as a artifact for free is nice, I like the idea of going to upgrade spells, but we're not gonna have enough cash to upgrade everything. So I think we will go for the free artifact first. Add a Vine Grasp every turn. That's very good. We don't need Rooted, so a Vine Grasp is a free incant every turn. Don't need these units. We need Pyre Health. Consume or reduce to 0 and apply Purge, 3 copies. What would we attach to this? Purge a spell. Purging like a Frozen Lance is okay. Or we could do like a double restoration detonation, but like, I don't know. Double Root Seeds. Double Titan's Gratitude is, 50 damage, discard 2 cards. I think I'd rather Purge. Get something kind of trash out of the deck. I don't really have anything I think that fits for the magic spike. Although I am curious. Does this count as 1 incant or 3 incants because it's 2 spells inside of it? I don't know, but I'm just gonna purge a Frozen Lance. It says duplicate, but that's not really what it is. It's a purge. So we'll get rid of a Frozen Lance, and we'll get 3 of them in the deck. I think that's how that works. Yeah, okay. That's acceptable. Cards and reward packs give you random upgrades, absolutely. We should have taken that, we should have looked at that first and then looked at the unit, but we know that we're not gonna keep this unit anyways. This unit's gonna get melded at some point. So this is push. That's absolutely terrible. What we could do is not play the Siren and then play him later, but I think that's probably not what we're interested in. But this is atrocious. Like, I don't know how to deal with this. I think what we want to do, and this is strange, but I think we want to play the Siren and then just wait for Wildington to shuffle. I think if we play the Siren, we're going to be disappointed. You know what? Actually, we don't. With a Vine Grasp, we can shuffle every turn. I'm glad I thought about it for a minute. And, I mean, we might as well play this. We don't need to play it there, though. We'll play it, like, here, kill you next turn. But I'm glad I thought about it. We can shuffle every turn. Hey, Mud, thank you for the continued gift subs, I think. Thank you for the resubscription. Brendan Toad, welcome back. How's the monster train? Going pretty well so far. Going pretty well. So you need to die. You need to die. And then I'm just going to wipe you. I do not care about this floor at all. Mud says, what the hell, monster train? You got a problem? I think we pull, purge, spell, root seeds, dump. Brendan Toad says, I assume XCOM later. Assume what you want. Assume what you will. I don't mind the Siren tanking a little bit of damage right here. We can heal her up later. That's not gonna kill you. That's gonna make us take more damage, but it also buffs our rage so much. All right, dump the dead weight. Purge. Purge. I'm gonna let you take 6 as well. I am. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it! I can spend a little bit of time doing this, I think. And then I'll play these to get them out of my deck. Hey, we get to keep our draw, which is nice. Now, I'm gonna let the Siren take another hit because I do want her to be pushed to the back and then have Wilmington have more health later. But this is admittedly a little rough because we're not drawing the healing as quickly as we need to draw it. So there's what I'm looking for, Restoration Detonation. We're gonna start by pulling you forward, then give you the heal. Should have killed you as well before you did 5 damage, but it's not gonna matter. Seems really good. And if we get quick on the champion, it's kind of a GG. Holdover spreading spores. Nah, nah, nah. Although a one-off Ice and Pyre is not that bad. Holy damage on the Siren. Brendan Toad, you should have seen the last run. My champion was doing like 2,000 damage per turn. Regen 2 spikes 2. We don't really need regen, we just need raw health and then the healing cards to shuffle around. But if I take this and I make it free, or even make it cost 1, admittedly, that's not that bad. Although when we shuffle, we're only gonna draw Spreading Spores. Maybe that's perfect? We can give it a shot, I think, but if we find -2 energy, that makes this a fantastic card. And Titan Sentry is, first of all, large, second of all, exactly what we want, because now we can soften up enemies on the bottom floor, although there's a lot of good stuff here. But a Titan Sentry, if we give him Endless, fantastic. Even if we don't give him Endless, just having him, probably energy first. Just having him weaken units or buy us time is lovely. So we want, unit melding is further down, unfortunately. I would like Pyre Health. I would like to remove cards. We would like to upgrade the Titan Sentry, maybe with Endless. Removal of Frozen Lances would be ideal. Train Stewards. We don't need a unit. We don't really need a duplicator. Although I will admit, duplicating the Titan Sentry, just to have 2 of them. They'll function as very good sweep tanks, buying Wildenton time until we draw the things we need to keep him alive. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, that's a pretty good idea. We can just take gold from the Awoken unit here. Oh. And it's quick, too. So we could put an Animus inside of it and have multi-strike quick on the Steel Singer. And we have the holdover on Spreading Spores already too. But it costs, and we took energy too. Oh my god. This, I hate it. I hate it because it's so tempting to take a Steel Singer. All right. We might purge it later. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'd rather have sweep quick, so I kind of want to go for the health and not take Thornlord, because we might be able to roll into quickness after this this upgrade. Although admittedly, this is something I don't know. You get 2 options here in the Dark Forge at the beginning of the run. Is this the 3rd option that you didn't see? And if you don't take that, what is this? Is this the 1st option or the 2nd option again? I don't know about the Dark Forge upgrades, but we don't really need Incant on you. You don't need damage, you need health, and I would prefer to give you quickness later. So I'm gonna go for this Wildenton. And then for the duplicator, it is tempting to go for another sentry, but then we don't have room for the Steel Singer. So now I don't think you double up on this guy. I think instead, you either double up on nothing or you take an offering token so that you can get through your deck faster with incants helping you along. So I actually do think that maybe we just go for the offering token. It's a nice card to have in the deck. You know, you can discard stuff you can't play, maybe draw something that you want to play. It's an incant trigger for free. It's like never bad. But if we double up on the Animus, we could put an Animus in a Siren and then later put an Animus in the Steel Singer, which is also super tempting to do. So I think I'll double up on the Animus. This is so weird and probably not even good. This is probably terrible play, but I like it because I want to use the big unit, you know? I want to use the big unit. I will do this for armor. Although you're going to do so much bloody damage, but that's kind of what the Frostbite's for, isn't it? So let's see what happens. We drew all of our units on turn 1, which is actually trash. Because I really want Titan Sentry to go out to start bodying these guys. Steel Singer has to be healed in order to do any damage, or in order to buff every turn, every combat. I don't think you play the Steel Singer. I actually don't. Because we need to play the... You know what? No, we didn't draw Siren. We can play everything. This. I didn't draw the one thing that I wanted to draw. Which was the Nameless Siren, which has to be played up here. We can just pull you, and then +1 draw or small damage. I'd rather have +1 draw. Okay, you're not dying, you're gonna die. Good. Because everything else in our hand and deck is trash, I think maybe we'll play the Root Seeds. Excuse me. I think we will pull you forward just to stop you. Because we don't have Quick. As a result, I don't want to take damage on the top floor if at all possible. And you're tanking and wounding them, which is perfect. So spreading spores is what we're looking for here. Permanent rejuvenation bonus. And then you might as well take the Glimmer as well, because this floor is fine. Kind of like a Mollusk Mage for like better heals down here, but like this floor is looking fine. I think I will buff you, pull you so you die. You all had Spell Shield. I didn't realize that could happen. That was very interesting. So you're living, however, now you're dying and you don't do any damage. I think we want to... Your health is fine. Keep buffing you. I think I would like to keep buffing your damage as well. And then you're already dead, so it doesn't matter what we play. Big heal. This is going quite well, and the Steel Singer is getting buffed very slowly, for sure. But that's okay, it's a trickle buff. You're dying in one hit, so we're not really giving you much frostbite. A Restoration Detonation does allow you to get hit twice, which will be Frostbite 6, which means it's 15 damage over 3 turns. But that's just a permanent buff on you, and then I can pull you forward. And you have spikes, so you'll kill him in one hit anyways. The top floor is gonna look a mighty weak moving up though. But I still like it. In fact, we can just do this. Now you're dead to one Vine Grasp. We got 2 Spreading Spores as well. The question is, how long does that help keep you alive for? You're gonna hit me once and then die. I think we do play them. I think we play Vine Grasp and then double Spreading Spores. You're only taking 114 now? Now you're taking 160, now you're taking 168. It didn't really even keep you alive for any longer, but you're gonna die on this floor anyways. I mean, this floor is fantastic. This floor is the best. But imagine how good it would be if we could actually make these Spreading Spores cost 0. Reserved Thorns. No. Engraft is free, so I think it's takeable. It's a good buff as well, but it's a free Rejuvenate trigger and it's a free heal. Guardian Stone Multi-Strike. Wait a minute. Magic Power Harness the Titan. Preserve Holdover Permafrost. That's really nice. To save a heal for when you want it, or to save a buff. Free Incant. Frost is nice. Harness the Titans, though, would give me more heal capabilities. But I really look to the Preserve as that being a really nice card with Holdover and Incant triggers. It does slow our progress through the deck, but we're gonna go card draw after this anyways. And we don't have to play it. We just have to play it when there's a card in hand that we want to save. So it only costs you draw once if you don't play it. I think we'll go to the right. We need to upgrade spells because we have Wildenton's cards. That's exactly what we wanted. Spreading Spores is now a free play. And we want Animus inside of the Siren and inside of the Steel Singer. But I think the Siren is more important because that's the floor that's gonna kill bosses. I'm pretty certain. But if we want to keep Steel Singer, we can do that buff later. Gold, targeted damage with a money payout or purge gain 40x gold. We can play this. I know we're probably not going to guild it. It's really hard to guild this card because you have to literally not ever play it. But I'll take it for the gold. Permafrost doesn't make any difference here. One good Titan's Gratitude is okay. One good Glimmer is also really nice just for heal and damage sake. I kind of like this as an upgrade. -1. You really do want to make the Root Seeds free. And then Holdover. Holdover in Graft is free every turn. It's a Rejuvenate trigger that pays for itself after you draw it. So it's very tempting. But a Root Seeds for free does the same thing. A Restoration Detonation for free every turn is also just bloody fantastic. That's probably what I'd rather go for, because it doesn't pay for itself, it doesn't give you more draw, but it's good value. It's incant, it's rejuvenate, it's whatever you want it to be. You can keep any unit alive if you need to. Well, it's 10 healing, which is not amazing, but it's also 50 damage. I do like the engraft to get through the deck faster though, but having a good heal every turn is nice. Well, you know, we also don't have to make it free. We can just make it better. Plus 20 heal, or maybe plus 40, or plus 10 magic power and piercing. Which is very tempting, actually. So maybe we'll graft free, or another root seeds. We have enough energy. Let's make the root seeds free, and plus 20 magic power and piercing. A good Titan's Gratitude once, I think, is okay. I kind of wish we could spend more money. We could always purge one card. What fight are we on? We're gonna be fighting a boss. What's coming up next? Probably more spell upgrades, so let's save our cash. We're almost certainly gonna go for card draw after this though. Four energy, 6 card draw, 5, 4, 5 capacity, but we kind of have our floors set. And as soon as we get the Frostbite guy, these enemies are not gonna really be a problem for us. But you're gonna go there, you're gonna go there, and then I could play you just to get you out of my deck, and maybe pull you forward so that you die because you're the one that does the most damage. Animus of Will. Not what we're looking for. We also didn't get our tank, or any of our other units, for that matter, but that'll kill you. This will do no damage, but it's still okay. This will give us more draw next turn. And then, honestly, I think that's okay. And then you can just kill this unit. We have a lot of units in the deck, and that's actually kind of an unusual thing for this this clan, my play. It does feel a bit unusual. You're dying, which is terrible, but I literally cannot keep you alive. Because we didn't draw this guy. If we drew this guy, no problem. Not drawing this guy, problem. But everything's dead up there, so let's just get you guys killed. Oh, I could have kept you alive, I guess. Buff you, and why are you dying? Because we're quick, and you're gonna buff everyone. If you do this, it actually keeps you alive. I'm glad I thought about it, but we do need, anything to keep you alive at this point. Kind of why I wanted the glimmer, isn't it? So you'll live with the glimmer. You are also taking a buttload of damage. Oh hey look, it's our Titan Sentry, freaking finally. We're gonna draw a Restoration Detonation. Hopefully. We're gonna almost guaranteed draw it, but just don't play Preserve. We're gonna draw all but one card next turn. But we kinda need Restoration Detonation to stay alive of what's gonna, come up on this turn. I would like to keep you alive though. Keep buffing you. Taking 34 freaking damage, huh? That's pretty bad. Champion's gonna have 4 HP. We desperately need more healing. You're gonna live, which is absurd. So you need this. And I don't even think this is enough to keep you alive. It's not 20 healing, it's actually only 10. So I gotta think about this. You're doing 12, and you'll buff everyone's damage by 8. If I pull you and Restoration Detonation, how does that change things? We're gonna take 14 damage. So this does not keep you alive, I think. Because it'll be 8 plus 6, 14. This only gets you to 14. This doesn't keep you alive either. We could Spreading Spores on the Siren. Who's the boss that we're fighting here? Dude, yeah, we need more healing. The healing is actually what's kind of killing me here. I think we just gotta keep the Siren as healthy as possible so that you can get the killing blow on the boss. I think that's just what we have to do. So I think you Restoration Detonation to kill the Sycophant, and then 2 units are gonna make it up to the top floor. Whatever, I can't really do anything about it. It's not really even Spell Shield. It's not affecting us that much. Not drawing this guy early affected us, because it meant that these units all lived. I think. So, in that case, I think we will pull, store. You're still on barely lethal damage, but I can't kill you. I can play this, but it's not gonna do any damage. So I'm gonna buff the Siren. I'll play this down here just to get you going a little bit. We're gonna keep buffing the Siren. I will play this. But I won't play that. But I won't play that. You hit the pyre once. Stealth with this guy. Freaking terrible, by the way. I'm looking at this and I'm like, how do we live? You're gonna do 16 damage. I have to get my Siren to do 300 damage per turn, and they're already there. So in actuality, I think we're okay. I think I want you to heal. We'll keep buffing your damage. I wish I could not have you here. That's the annoying one. Keep buffing you. You might as well tank a hit. As long as you're doing 300 damage and there's no stealth, we'll be fine. The no stealth is a bit of a problem though. Or maybe I can get your regen high enough that you can actually survive 3 hits, but that's probably not what's gonna happen there. 27. Yeah, there's no way to keep you alive long enough, so we probably go up here. Dude, I don't know. I think it's gonna be mighty close. You have Spell Shield? I don't think you play this. I think that you get more draw next turn. Currently doing 400 damage a turn. If I can get you to do 500 damage a turn, you can kill him in one shot. So let's see. You're doing 486. That's pretty good. 510. You're dead. Now you're dead in 1 turn. Okay, that was scary. That was very scary. But we lived barely. Quick, consume quick. That is exactly what we are looking for. Because now we can quick our champion and we can go full kind of tanky build with him. Another holdover preserve. Wait a minute. Dude, Frenzied Swarm is really good. We need a way of kind of dazing units on more important floors, so I really like this. And that on holdover would be incredible. We're thickening up the deck mightily. Mightily. But I think there's a reason for that. Now, I think we want spell upgrades. Concealed Cavern could give us anything. Maybe we'll Animus now, maybe we'll do it later on the Steel Singer. Multi-strike would be nice, but it's not important, it's not incredible. And the Steel Singer damage is not really as high as I thought it would be at this point. No. No. Maybe. What do you have? You have Spell Chain, plus 10 magic power and piercing. I think that on Restoration Detonation is worth it. So we're already at 75 packed shards, which is a lot. A Spell Chain in Graft doesn't seem particularly good. It'll cost 1 energy and then give us 2 draw next turn. Ugh. Yes. And you know what? It would be fun. You're not a good unit though, but we gotta get to 100 pack shards at some point. Am I willing to do that before Fell? Let's just do it down here. It would help us to draw our units more quickly if we actually do that, but let's just do it later, right? So sure, give me 1 good Titan's Gratitude. Let's make the Rail Spike draw more. And we could have given it Remove Consume as well, which honestly would have been pretty good. But this is kind of what I'm looking for out of the holdover. Graft is good, but just a better Restoration Detonation I think is better, and then we'll make the Rail Spike have -2. It'll be a one-off card, but that's fine. And then we will are we gonna purge? What's coming up next? I don't know what, but it's a Merchant of Steel, Merchant of Magic. I'm still gonna remove 1 card. It's cheap removal, and the deck is mighty thick, and we need card draw after this. Oh, it's not even Fell, it's freaking Arcus. Darkness Incarnus. I hate this guy. All right, is this stun? Yeah. So it is tempting to put Wildenton at the bottom. When we draw quick, it'll make it a lot better. And then maybe just like stack up Infinite Region up here, but then like what? Do we put the... No, we'd probably still go Frost Tank here if we put Wildenton on the bottom. I don't like Wildenton at the bottom though, but it would allow us to lock down enemies. And once we get quickness, well, the Siren might actually be better with quickness. It really does depend. Since we have Restoration Detonation on holdover, I'm gonna do it like this. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it as well. So I'm actually gonna let the Animus die, and then we'll make sure we have this on holdover. It's gonna cut into our draw a little bit, but maybe starting on the bottom is what we want. I actually think I want you up here now, because we can put +1 draw behind you. And I think I just want to make you quick, and not the sweeper. Because how often are we gonna have, oh, I can't believe Restoration Detonation now. How often are we gonna have more than one, like more than like 3 units spawning per turn here? Not often, not often. So days, but also days there, and your sweeps. We want this. That's understandable, I understand it. That's free, which is freaking beautiful. Just play this for 4. And we want to incant down here. I want you to get infinitely strong. I could preserve this, but it's holdover, so I think what we want to do is actually just play it for the incant and then play holdover Frenzied Swarm. It's kind of an anti-synergy with preserve, but we can always preserve the discard if we don't want to play it immediately. So I do think I want this for the draw. So I think I'm gonna let preserve go. Because this is just, it's too good of a combination. No one can hit me. If no one can hit me, I don't have to worry about my health, do I? Now, stacking days on you would be nice, but I can't. I can only give you like 1 days. Getting back up to full health would be nice. But you stacking up as much health as possible, plus permanent scaling, I think is actually a little bit better. And it does damage regardless. Incants go down here. Anything that is healing goes on that guy up there. And if I get the Siren strong enough, we can one-shot this guy. We're not gonna get to that point, but, you know, maybe. So now, we cannot play this down here, unfortunately, but that's fine. We'll just play, this here to give you a little bit more damage, and, play this to hold it over. That's a pretty bad draw, but it's still totally fine. It's not a lot of regen stacking up, but it will stack up, hopefully, long term. We want this next turn. I wish I could play these Titan's Gratitudes, but because they discard, I really can't. Doing 29 damage, you're taking 1,800. If you're taking 1,800 damage, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm going to let you move up so that I can get another possible couple of heals out of this. So, maybe we shouldn't have even played anything, because it would have given us more draw. Yeah, that'd probably be right. Taking 45. I wish playing this would give us a rejuvenate trigger, but it doesn't. Either way. Now that we've gotten the Spreading Spores in the deck, we're actually getting a lot of value. And you know what? Sure, give me 160 gold. Yeah, once you shuffle once, the Spreading Spores are a lot better, because they hold over. No, no, no. Although, an adaptive mutation on the Siren is insanely busted in a good way. So I will take it. It's a one-off, but when our Siren has like 300 damage, that turns into 300 HP and 300 damage at the same time. That's quite nice. Dude, the Steel Singer is not good enough. It's only a 5140. Dude, our Siren turns into a 300 times 3 damage unit. I'm starting to think the Steel Singer should be purged from the deck because we're not buffing it enough. You know, like the Gorge champion from Umbra? It's not champion, he's just a unit. He gets +2 permanent damage every time he gorges, and it seems way easier to gorge frequently when you can gorge 4 or 5 times per turn. We're only really getting good regen out of this thanks to, we're only getting 1 rejuvenate per turn thanks to spreading spores. So it's not a superb unit here in the Steel Singer. Regardless, we don't need to worry about melding because there's a melder down here. It would allow us to hit 100 pack shards, and we need to hit 100 pack shards. What else could we like do or duplicate? Not much, which is the problem, kind of. By the time we hit Divinity, this is gonna be like 100 damage times 2. You get there after like 10 incants. Sorry, I should actually like look ahead here. Duplication, card removal. We don't really need to duplicate anything, unless we want to duplicate the rail spike, which is actually really smart. But, and if we do that, we can go to the cavern right now. Let's go to the cavern, sure. Quick. We don't need quick. Another stack of multi-strike might make me super invested in that Steel Singer, but we'll have to, you can just take this. This is good. It really does depend on what we get out of the reroll. Endless would have been better on him, but I wanted to get the health now. So Steel Singer might not get any more upgrades. I'm not gonna give him +10. Well, in that case, shouldn't we give the Steel Singer something? Probably more health, right? Just so that you can live a little bit longer. Because we're gonna go magic after this, almost certainly. I'm not gonna fish for a multi-strike at the expense of everything else. So sure, take a little bit more health. We'll check out the caverns. Build a card. I will build a card. Regen, rage, let it be. I like have healing and buff cards. Now, I'll admit, in Ascend, if we could put Steel Singer behind our champion, would be incredible. But the top floor, you know, if we have everything on the top floor, we can just daze the dude every turn, right? Once we get Frenzied Swarm, top floor daze. Or would we rather build on the bottom and descend? We'd rather build on the top because you're gonna buy us some time, Titan Sentry. But on the top floor, you've got 35 HP, you'll be fine. I think we want an Ascend. I think we do. Card draw or increased gold? Probably draw. Did I make it descend? No, Ascend. Oh, I saw send and my brain was like, well, you messed up. All right, for 20 health, I'll give you 3 stings and an incant. Or sorry, for 10 health, I'll give you a huge incant bonus, which really helps with your sweeping. And then Divine Temple. Spell Chain and +10 magic power and piercing. Would have been nice on this. Oh, you already have it. Oh, fantastic. Well, in that case, a one-off good glimmer is nice, but a restoration detonation that heals for 30. We need better heals, so I'm gonna do it. And then Spell Chain I think is a nothing. We do not want this. Although 2 adaptive mutations is tempting. We could make one really strong Animus. No, you don't need it. Non-boss enemy units get +8. There's a sweeper, which is annoying. I think we can do this. You're gonna think I'm crazy. I don't see this being that bad. You're annoying, but if I build up enough quickness, you're freaking dead, and you're gonna be dazed literally every turn. So we're gonna play where we need to play. Probably just gonna play this here. No, yeah, no. You have so much regen. We'll just play these up here. I think I should heal you. And then we're gonna keep this for next turn. But you're not going to hit. You're not gonna Ember Drain me ever. You need to be played. You will die, but you need to be played anyways. Well, I guess if we're dazing everyone, you don't have to be played, but I would like you to be played, even though you're gonna take 66 plus 24, 90 damage. But this is kind of what you're good for. You're gonna be dazed. Quick on the Siren is what I'm looking for, because if we do enough damage, I can kill you before you can attack. I would like, if I daze you, you're gonna stick around, but I could just kill you now. Start the healing process there, and Graft is free and starts the buff process. Then, you're not gonna die, but whatever. Continue to buff you, daze you. There's Ember Drain, but you're gonna kill me, which is actually probably for the best. Now you're gonna stick around and you're gonna be dazed literally every turn. You're dying. I don't give you permission to die. By the way, welcome to the show. You still get the Razor Sharp though. This seems really good. Now, I would like the Steel Singer to really be the tank. Depending on how we draw, we could make that happen, but for now, it is still worthwhile to give you the regen, pretty much. The other floors are dead, but you know, now that we have the Frenzied Swarm every turn, no one can hit us. I would very much like... We can play everything. We can play everything. Start with this. Then you can still play Frenzied Swarm after this. So you're just gonna come out and die. You're still gonna get every heal. What I particularly like about this is that we are now, you have 9 HP. We are now incanting on the same floor that we're buffing the Steel Singer on. And we don't even need to give them all of the heals. We could give heals to the Wildenton if we want. 8 regen, you know, the boss isn't gonna live for 8 turns. Oh, if the boss isn't gonna live for 8 turns, what does it matter who gets the regen, right? Goodbye. Yeah. And then once you shuffle your deck a couple of times, you do make one unit that is like impossible to kill, which is exactly what we want. Oops. Oh look, more spreading spores. You know, don't even play them. Give me more draw next turn. You know, I can Vine Grasp you to the front, and then you're the tank. Dude, I'm so smart. We've built a good floor. Doesn't matter who gets this, let's be honest. I want to play that. So now we actually do have an amazing tank on that floor. And as long as we're dazing, the Siren's not going to take any damage. And then once we get to, oh, that's so good. Once we get to the Siren, hopefully, you know, trying to live during Relentless on the sweep floor, we're gonna adaptive mutation her and get her back up to like infinitely full health off of this card, which is so good. Focus growth, big heal. We've got a big heal holdover, don't we? Yeah, so we don't need a focused growth. Ensnare replaces itself and it roots. We don't really need the root, but I do like it because it's a free incant that draws itself every turn. Another Frenzied Swarm. We don't need two of them. We don't really even need one of them. Having a second one before we get to the first one is nice, admittedly. What are we gonna dupe? I think we will meld the Steel Singer now. Now that I've built a way to make the Steel Singer go on the third floor, I do want to meld it with the Siren with Multi-Strike. I think that's going to be totally fine. Or with the Animus. Do worry a little bit about keeping our units alive on the top floor before we draw everything, but I'm still going to skip this. I think we're in the clear. So I gave you plus 10 health, plus 3 spikes, didn't I? It's fine. I will go left. You're gonna lose 15 damage. You're only gonna have 50 damage times 2. Steel Singer, I think, is overrated. I can't seem to make this unit really pop. It's a great tank, but otherwise, it's damage never scales as much as something like a Siren. And maybe that's the point, you know? It never seems to be as good as I want it to be. It's got a great body though, plus 20, plus 40 in if you meld it. Sorry, what are we doing? We should go for spell upgrades. Yeah. Make those root seeds cheaper. We don't need to do anything with units. We can spend on card removal if we have to. Viable as a starting card. I don't think that, and we'll take this. I don't think that Magic Power is going to be really nice with our healing, but once we're over the hump of damage and we've drawn through our deck once, we literally do not care about Magic Power. We don't use spells for damage at that point. I think Steel Singer is a trap early because it's so expensive. Such a weird card. Maybe Magic Power in the Steel Singer would be better than this. Now that I say that, I think that's actually exactly correct. You hit a lot of regen and let him slowly die to bosses. But he's gonna kill bosses too quickly in that case. It's a little bit of an oxymoron, isn't it? You can't let him slowly die to bosses if Steel Singer is constantly scaling in damage. And if you want him to be a damage dealer, you're gonna be giving him stuff like Multi-Strike and Quick. So yeah, Mollusk Mage for the Magic Power could be a little bit better, but I actually think it doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna give you the Multi-Strike. Spell Chain. Don't really need it. Purge and -1, definitely don't need it. Holdover, we have so much holdover, it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, a holdover free old magic, why I like it is so that if we draw this early, we don't screw up not being able to play our units in the correct order. So I am actually gonna upgrade it. It's regen 4 as well. We'll make this consume. Double stack. Magic power. You know what? Sure, give me a better engraft. And we will start purging these frozen lances. We have exactly enough for one more. I'd rather do this and make something else cheaper. We have enough energy. And I took Hell's Banner so that when we draw Steel Singer, our turn isn't screwed. I think we'll duplicate the Rail Spike. Dun 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 dun. All right, so this will be a weird one. I think we'll be okay because we have such a good deck. And we actually, this is why I made this holdover. This is why I kind of like having all of the draw in the deck, the Root Seeds, and now Wildington giving us the incants. We're gonna get through the deck super fast. So I want this, give you some regen. That doesn't remove our draw, by the way, because it gives us +1 draw. It's a free card. Getting the Restoration Detonation early is also just freaking lovely. So as soon as we draw our Steel Singer, he's moving up to the top floor. So that's gonna be next turn. What I will do is we can actually get energy off of this, which is nice. Although if we draw Steel Singer, we can't play it. So we gotta be a little bit careful. But we'll still be okay because things are gonna die as they move up. So that's just a freebie. This is not Holdover, so we're not gonna play that. We will play this. Can't move, perfect. This is the Holdover one. Do we need it? I think we should keep it and then just draw 5. We should have played it up here. We did not get Steel Singer, very nice. You know what? Dump that. Engraft. We don't need Frenzied Swarm. I just need to grab Quick Book, which we should get next turn. We should play this. So it allows me to play the Glimmer. And this keeps us in the, you're not dead. Ah, whatever, I've got 2 spikes. You'll hit me twice. We'll live up there. You know what, screw it. We don't need Frenzied Swarm. I just want to get Holdover, not Holdover, I want to get Quick Book Pro. Well. It's the way it's gotta be, I guess. You're gonna be quick. Now we're taking no damage. We can make 1 card free, probably the Restoration Detonation. No, that's a discard, not a, oh sorry, Woken's Rail Spike. I thought that was on the draw pile. Well, we'll still draw them. Adaptive Mutation. Are we okay playing it now? I mean, you can see it's gonna be a 183, 144 Siren, but why not wait as long as possible to play it, right? We'll permafrost it and play it at the very end. That'll be funny. There's our energy! Hey, nice. All right, well, in that case. I wanna see how strong we can make this Animus. They're already strong as flippin' hell. Where's my Vine Grasps? Oh, I draw too much. So we need to have +9 so we can get a Vine Grasp in our hand next turn. So we'll do it like this. Might as well play it. Nope. We have to discard these cards as well. Crap. I need to pull you to the front. You're the tank. All right, hold on. Regen 4 is actually not bad. Okay, I'll play this. +7. I will play nothing. And we should get a Vine Grasp. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Finally figured out how to make it work. All right. Well, our entire deck is basically full of free cards, which make us insanely strong, so. Really, we just play everything every turn at this point. You do attack first now, unfortunately, but, you know, we're gonna give you enough regen that nothing can kill you. Now on Relentless, on the, I don't want to play this. We don't need Frenzied Swarm right now. On Relentless, on Last Divinity, you're only gonna be the unit that has the most regen. You're gonna be the one that stays alive forever. However, you have not seen our adaptive mutation yet. That's gonna be absurd when it comes out. You also have a ton of regen. You have 45. And look at all these spreading. This is the only card on our deck at this point. They're Holdover, so every time we draw one and play it, we get another one next turn. It's so good. You know, you might as well, right? And then if that wasn't enough, clearly we're taking no damage here, but if that wasn't enough, then you would also have to contend with a 500/500 Animus in the back. It's not an Animus, but you might as well be an Animus. You have that much multi-strike. Yo, this is a fun deck. And I'm glad I could use the Steel Singer. But I look at that +1 damage per rejuvenate, and I tried too hard to make it work, and it never works as well as I want it to. This is quite good. We're gonna have one less energy next turn, but we're gonna draw a lot. And you're just gonna... I don't really care that you get a damage shield. Never mind. We're not gonna get any Vine Grasps, but that's okay. You're dying. Honestly, if you die, it's really not a big problem, but I technically can keep you alive if we need to. We just didn't grab the one spell that I really wanted to grab, which was the Ascend. That being said, we have a ton of energy. You have a damage shield, so I can kill one of you, and I can keep you maybe alive off of that. How much damage are you taking? 20 plus 16, 36 plus another 12. Are you really only taking 48 damage? I mean, if you're only taking 48 damage, you're gonna live, buddy. You're gonna live. I wanna play that up there, though. So you're low. We didn't draw any of our healing cards yet, though. So the fact that you're low is not really super concerning to me. But now we did draw all of our healing cards. So you can now move up. You're still dying because of the sweep, but I can keep you alive super easily. Restoration Detonation. Then we will Restoration Detonation you, actually. Because you're about to take 10 off of that. And then we'll just draw 3. It made no spells free at all, but you know, it is what it is. We got some, you know what? With the energy regen, we can actually play the other rail spikes. That was pretty good. It was pretty good. Who do we want to have quick? The sweep or the multi-strike siren? Sweep would stop a lot of spikes, and you're the tank and you're gonna be in front. I actually think we give quick to the sweeper. It'll kill a lot of this nonsense moving up, and we'll take much less damage as a result. And you're just gonna be Vine Grasp next turn anyways. I wanted to play that, even though we only draw 4. And now we have the holdover anyways, so. We can play one more. Now we're like never gonna take any damage ever again. You're gonna add garbage to my deck, but that's kind of just like what you do. So you're gonna get pulled to the front. Then we just play everything. Old Magic, Restoration Detonation, Spreading Spores. Keep you here, and then at the end, we daze you. Done. We've kind of constructed another run where, really, I'm just playing every card. Kind of like this, you'll take less damage. You know, I'm just gonna kill you anyways. I would also like to point out, we have just an absolutely stupid, incredible amount of holdover. We hold over almost an entire hand every turn, but we also get plus 10 draw every turn. Oh look, it's all of my holdover cards. We only drew 2 cards that were not holdover. Also, the boss is gonna die in 2 turns. They are almost to the point where they're dead right now. And because our deck is so cheap, we're getting so many incans, which is why I wanted to build like this. Lots of cheap cards that we're getting every turn. That's why the holdovers are so strong. Maybe I won't play the Ensnare though. Let's get some other cards shuffling. Although it replaces itself, and we're not gonna be at 10 draw, so. Yeah, might as well. And our tank isn't really, it's not taking any damage, but he's also not really as weak as I thought he would be. He's at 87. That's pretty good. All right, you know what? Have a 500 Animus. Now I'm just waiting. I'm like, okay, you're taking 1,000 damage. You'll be dead next turn. We took damage? Probably because of spikes. There we go. This is not the end. Something tells me this is the end. What a cool deck. The Spreading Spores is just, it's a weird way of becoming immortal. Other than that, it didn't really synergize that nicely with the Steel Singer, but we're still gonna win handily. As in, we're only taking spikes damage. What a good run. I had fun with that one. Steel Singer, I'm constantly being trapped by you. I focus too hard on that +1 damage, but you're an expensive unit and huge. 4 capacity, 3 energy. You're a tank. You could do a lot of damage if you specifically build around it, but otherwise you're just too big. You're too large. Although with quick and multi-strike, you're pretty good regardless. But like our Siren was a 500 times 3 500 unit. It takes longer to get to that point, and the Steel Singer comes out pretty strong, but the Steel Singer doesn't scale in one combat as much as something like the Siren. But we also did have the Incant synergy, but it would have still been like 300 times 3. Fun run. I enjoyed the crap out of that one. Insanely good spells. And I'm realizing lately that the units are important, but if you have good spells in your deck and you draw them every turn, you can get some seriously powerful combinations. I mean, we had unlimited energy and high quality spells on the last run, but we got the right upgrades for those spells to make them really shine, like Spell Chain and Remove Consume. This run was all just Holdover. If I need to title this episode, title it Holdover. For now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch. Or when I go live, support the channel at any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Trade.